let's say he's never married, he mentioned about the exemption as Muhammad, he Shabbat Abayis Kodosh, like Hanochai, someone builds a house and he just finished and didn't move in yet, and he passed it about to Muhammad, so he should not, he's exempt, because the Yom is on Muhammad, perhaps he'll be wounded fatally, and then somebody else will live in the house that he built and he dreamt of living in. Like he says, that's Zohar Shagma Sevish. That's something that's very, very heartbreaking, upsetting. Somebody mentioned that Parshas said, I supposed to chat Shagma Sevish that somebody else living in your house. What to be big on Shagma Sevish is having to leave this world, but that gets to the result. So he said that Shag was that it's the wrong, his heart is in the wrong place. His thoughts should be turned to the time when he's leaving, about to leave this world. He should make a faith on leverage of what he accomplished on this world, and he has to do Teshuvah. So instead of thinking about Teshuvah, he's thinking about somebody else who's enjoying what he should have enjoyed. That's the Agnes Nefesh. So the Tantric Teshuvah. In point of state, we're talking Muhammad Seva, that you shouldn't build a Maseva near this Ve'ah, and Asher Sonei Hashem L'kecha. That the body of despises the body of what's fine. What is there in a Maseva that calls out Techi, the body of calls out Techi Sine, to the body of Asher Sonei Hashem L'kecha? By Ishba Tzaddik, when he was tempted by angels by Tifera. So she tried to tempt him, so his response was, how can I possibly commit this Azami, such a cardinal Azami grace, and I did a chet, I sinned to the punishment. It's a steer, it's a contradiction. First, he's speaking emotion Oshi, which is correct in the future, because he didn't do the Averi yet. They have said, how can I do such an Averi? And he didn't do the Averi yet. And then it says, the Chotoshi of the king, that already I sinned to the punishment. That's that, she doesn't listen. There was a year, there was a concentration camp survivor, and he was unfortunately, diagnosed with a terminal illness. He was hospitalized, and he was living a travail of how he should, when he leaves this world, how they should be annoyed, what they should do with him. So he told his Rav, he said that in the Or, before they put me to the crib, like before Kmura, in the Or itself, he says, I want that they should put in there with me my concentration camp uniform. So he said, I thought that horrible, dreadful task that Yisrael mothers, where the Nazis took and reduced Yidden to subhuman beings, because they're sure you want to erase that from your memory altogether, and you saved that uniform. So he said, I'll tell you that, he says, I tried my very best, he said, to be Mekayim Torah mitzvahs, to be Yerei Shamayim, Achazim Torah. He says, but there's no question about it that I fell short of the mark. He says, so before, when I come before the Kisei HaKodesh, He said, I want to have with me the concentration camp uniform. And I'll tell the buddy son, take into consideration, look what I went through. I tried my very best. Look what I went through. So when you're done, me, take into consideration that as well. Not that he made the final judgment, and like I mentioned yesterday, from one of the Rebbe's, he said, why is it necessary to feel on Machshavah? It was by the Baruch Shem, first, when he went to create, by Israel, to create this world, so he first, the feel on Machshavah, to make it created with Midas Hadin, with absolute justice. Then he saw yes, the sky world can exist that way, so he made a should Midas Harachman, mercy. So, what's enough to me is by the Hava, that's what he do. What kind of limud? What do we learn from this? And so there's a challenge like this here. And the person lives, there's two things in his life. There's machshavah and ma'aseh, theory, thought, what ideas that we have, and hashkafa, outlook, and ma'aseh, deed. In machshavah will be judged with midas hadin. We have to understand what's right and what's wrong. There's no other way. Just to think is because we did it, so therefore it's right. We did it. We were Mezuzkim town. But you have to understand what you did was wrong. So if we try to cover it up and minimize this, regard it, here will be judged with midas harachim, but in my city, like Mike with the concentration camp, there's very from midas harachim. So Pshat says that a person always has to look to better himself. A matzevah, what is a matzevah? Matzevah is something which deals only with the past and with the present. Only the past. It's matzevah, this is what he was. If he did this, he did that, he accomplished this. But it's nothing for the future. He's not striving to go anywhere further. It's a matzevah, it's done, it's finished. It's etched, and that's what it is. That's the Rabbi Shem is studying, the Rabbi Shem time. A person has always constantly strive to grow and to better himself. That's the chat. The AFS Tarab, the question said like this here, that Asia's place she saw there was no way that she would make any headway. So she saw that he's going around his Yitzhahar. He had Yitzhahar in his hand and Yitzhahar outside it, and there's no way that she could move him, sway him, which normally would be. So she took another approach. She said, just a minute, the person's done on mitzvah. What kind of mitzvah would it be? He says, because you're such a Rabbi Hashem, you serve the Rabbi faithfully, and you're applying all the mitzvahs of the Torah, there's one mitzvah that you're missing, the mitzvah of doing Teshuvah. If you never did not bear it, so you don't know what to do Teshuvah. So it comes up to one mitzvah, and then you'll be able to do Teshuvah. So he said, if that would be, if you want to tell me to not bear it, so I can't but to do it, AFS, Allah, the bird, our voice, and that shekel chavera I should do. Afraid I can take Tafman on Shabbos, or Tafman on the place on my Baimer or somewhere, so it doesn't look at Tafman. But one of the Yerad was Yavor, that you have Chish Hashem, Allah, the bird, our voice. And secondly, that's the Teshuvah you don't have to do on our various. Teshuvah you do on mitzvahs. The way we were Makai on mitzvah yesterday, our Kavanah by Shminesh and by Krishna, our Tzedakah, all the way we served the money from yesterday, is today, the Chotoshu King. Today I should even be a marvel and a theater, Mario Shemai and Markavan. Coming back, I show you. What's happening? What was that? The people up there.